So let me ask a couple serious questions about this, right? The line she seemed to be propagating last night was that if she did propagate was that if she had kept everything on a government server and not had a private email account, we would be going through the same thing.
True.
Clearly, that's not quite right.
Yeah,
in the sense that, well, let me just put it to you this way. It seems that there's one of the things that many people are concerned about, and not just Republican partisans, is the notion that there might be classified material, whether it was classified at the time or classified now. Let's just call it sensitive material, that by being on a private server, a home server that was not secure, that might raise security issues for the United States of America, right? And that's why people are more concerned about this. That's why it's different than a different conversation, it seems to me, than if she had merely done what every other cabinet secretary did and kept everything on her department server.
Not every other cabinet secretary, first of all. Other cabinet secretaries use personal email addresses and our personal email accounts, as did at least one of her predecessors. But the point she was making is that this was all in an unclassified email system. So if she had had a state.gov account, the same thing would have happened in terms of the possibility of other departments. Again, I think it's really important for people to understand it is not the State Department, her department, that thinks any of this needs to be classified, but while it's getting ready to be public, other departments think that. But it's also, obviously she takes classified information very seriously. She didn't look at it online. She looked at it in a hard copy. She looked at it in person. And but it's also true that the State Department email system was hacked by the Russians. Yeah. So it's not as if, and that's a serious concern, and that's, and obviously she would be concerned to make sure her email server was secure, but it's not as if that didn't happen at State. It did.
That would seem to elevate the concern, right? That if the State Department's email could be hacked, then her email could be hacked more easily, no?
Well,
or at least hers.
Not necessarily. It seems like it's more likely that
no one would know in the government, right? We know the State Department's email was hacked for a set of reasons.
I just think it's, in terms, if that's your concern, it is certainly worth noting that State was hacked.
Right. She makes